guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames. If you guys are not aware, Ye is still in Tokyo, Japan with his beautiful wife, Bianca Censori. And I love that for them. There's no paparazzi trying to bully Ye to get a photograph. There's no one, driving them down in a crazy, hounding manner. So I really do like that for them. Also, when I look at the photographs, of them in Tokyo, you can tell that they are at peace. So much so that Ye decides that, you know what? Who needs to wear a pair of shoes when they're in Tokyo, Japan, and they're at peace and they just want to be at one with nature? Ye was spotted in this photograph, courtesy of Kany's post, wherein his beautiful wife Bianca was wearing a coat, and Ye apparently is not wearing any footwear. Now, I know that when it comes to Ye, everything is so wrong. Everything is so crazy and everything is so unhinged. And oh my God, he needs to get his medication adjusted. Oh my God, he needs help. Oh my God, Let me tell you something. The internet loves to diagnose and prescribe this man. But if only some of us was able to do that for ourselves, our lives would be so much better today. So, why not go ahead and live your life and allow this man to live his life on his terms? Because I know that no matter what you do, people will always have their own opinion of you. But guess what? Doesn't mean that they're right. Doesn't mean that they know, what is going on in your life. And I believe that Ye is at the point where so much ish has been said about him repeatedly, nonstop. He really doesn't care anymore. And when you're at a place like Tokyo, Japan, where people really mind their business, I mean, I've had so many friends that travels to Tokyo, Japan, and some of their stories are quite interesting. This is something that they do, They will tell you, like, there was this one particular they were there shopping, and they got so tired of their footwear, they decided to take their shoes off, walk around barefoot, and it was so normal and acceptable more than you know. Even some places, when you're going in, you have to take off your shoe. You cannot wear your shoe inside some buildings. So I believe that Ye is at a good place. I also do believe that he's also on a spiritual journey. I don't think that this spiritual journey is him trying to find himself. I believe that he has a pretty good idea of who he is and what he is about. I believe that this spiritual journey, however, is more about him, getting closer to God, being more connected. Because if we have been following the reports and the interviews that he has done within the past, let's say, we're in July, so let's say the past 9 months, his beliefs has always been in front of him. And, he has always said that there's one question he would ask God if he goes to heaven. And that is, why did you allow people to think that I'm crazy, right? Because he knows that his path is different, his journey is different. He knows that he's different, and he knows what people has to say about him. And as such, I believe that he has came to the realization and the acceptance that he cannot control people. There's only one thing he can control, and that's him. And like hell, he's going to focus on that. So I do believe that, he just wants to live life the right way. He wants to continue to, as he said, be a servant. His last interview, he spoke about where he backslid, and he's really struggling. Well, at the time, he was really struggling with the guilt of that, and he said that he wanted to go back into his church. He wants to recommit to Christ, and he wants to be a servant. So I believe that he's still trying to find his ground right there as it relates to his spirituality. Now, I know that so many people may say, but wait, wasn't he having woman posing practically nude for his fashion show? Yes, he was. And as such, this is why I believe that every time he does something that he believes that people are going to question him about, he tries to stay focused on his next move and not what people had to say about a particular event or a situation. Because even when it comes to his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, he's saying that, is staying focused on what he has to accomplish. He cannot afford to be distracted by Kim and her drama. And that is true because for so long he has been distracted by all of that. He has been warped into all of that. Kim has set some traps which he fell in for a moment, but after a period of time, he was able to catch up on himself. Did he do that by himself? Chances are he might have. Chances are with the support and assistance of friends, they were like, listen, man, don't do this. Don't fall for Kim's trap, right? I know that when we talk about this, some people, they're still not aware that a lot of the things that Kim did was to make Ye unstable, so as to create a case against him to say that she can get full custody. And we're talking about, situations where she kept taunting him with Pete. There were other things there as well, but she hit him where she knew it would have affected him the most. So he had to learn that, you know what? You already fell for the trap of responding to Pete on the internet, so you can't afford to be falling, in this woman's snares consistently. And we saw where did he go at that point? Tokyo, Japan. So it seems as though Tokyo, Japan is a place that really helps him to help him find himself whenever he's lost, whenever he's feeling a bit misguided, or if he feels as though he has strayed from his path. So every time something, really, really amazing happens for him, his go-to is Tokyo. Every time, something unpleasant happens and he wants that retreat, that healing, his go-to is normally Tokyo. And also he was living there for a period of time, so I believe that based on their culture, their practices, it speaks to him and it provides him with that peace, calm, serenity that he needs, versus the LA wherein it is always some mess, some drama with the media. Even when he's keeping a low profile, the media is reporting some type of mess, some type of lie. And what's weird is that people often buy into those lies. And while sometimes, you know who you are and you know that, this report is a lie, it does have an effect, and it can have an effect on him at the end of the day because he's a human being. So here he is out there in Tokyo and he's just living life on his terms. We will get occasional photos. We do see paparazzi because I remember when North, Bianca, and they visited that Hello Kitty studio. I remember someone was there taking photographs, and North put up her hand indicating no photos, and that was just the end of it. So even if they run into paparazzis there, you can tell that the culture is different. If you say, I don't want my photograph taken, they'll just leave you alone. Even at the venue that they're currently at, you could see that people are happy to see them. Anyway, he goes, people are going to want to take a photograph of him. But it's not that he has a problem with people taking a photograph of him. He has a problem with the paparazzi doing it because when they take his photos, they work with the media to assassinate his character while making money off him. And No one would want that for themselves. No one wants to be set up like that and to be used and abused like that. But when a fan takes a photograph, or when a fan wants to take a photograph, he's good, he's down for that. He'll stop, he'll smile, he'll sign an autograph and keep it moving. So when he's at this venue, he has no reasons to be putting up a wall of defense around him, because he can just be himself. And if someone wants to take a photograph of him, he knows that it's a fan. And if it's the tabloids, he's in Tokyo, Japan, they're not going to rip him to shreds or anything like that. So I believe that Tokyo is providing him with the refuge, the solitude, that place of healing, And we know that places like Tokyo, Japan, they're known for holistic healing, right? And many people prefers to go the holistic route of healing, because when you really look into who he has been all along, he told us that the first time he took a medication was because of the paparazzis, and we have heard repeatedly that he really doesn't like to take his meds. So chances are he might be there in Tokyo also, seeking out holistic treatment. Listen, if you get some nice herbs from Tokyo, let me tell you, it can be very life changing. Whether if it's for your acne, whether it's for your sleep, whether it's for your digestion, they really do have some really, really great herbs. And they're really good when it comes to acupuncture and chiropractor services. So they're like up there, you know, no one else can compare to them. And the traditions and customs, I believe that also speaks to ye as well. Yes, lengthy video again, so let me just apologize for that. But I just wanted to say that, because many people still do not understand as to why he's in Tokyo so long. So I just thought that I would just share some insight of what has been happening the past few months, his history with Tokyo, Japan, and hope that people would understand more of who this man is, instead of the lies that are being portrayed consistently about him. So yeah, that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are about Ye being barefoot in Tokyo, Japan. Just hanging out, having a good time with his wife, Bianca Censori. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, and see you all later. Bye guys.